Good evening and welcome to Riga. We are going to bring you coverage of the Titlis Glacier Women's World Curling Championships here in the Volvo Sports Centre. Our feature game this evening is Japan taking on United States of America. So we are in the Volvo Sports Centre, Riga, Latvia, and the crowd is filling up this evening for some entertaining matchups. Some of the Canadians made the long trip over here. So we take a look at the lineups.
Yeah, we just saw this team honoured just now. Lead Chiaki Matsumura, second Emi Shimizu, third Mio Ichikawa, and the skip player Satsuki Fujisawa. And then the United States team and Swiss Helm playing lead. Jessica Schultz, second. Third player, 2003 world champion, Debbie McCormick. And skip, Erica Brown.
You see, we'll have a look at the standings after 10 draws. Scotland and Sweden out there on top, 5-1. Japan here on our feature game, they are 4 wins, 2 defeats. And the USA there, 3-3. USA not really in a position to lose anymore if they're going to want to make the playoffs. Elsewhere, Germany are taking on Denmark. Latvia, the host nation, yet to get on the board. They're taking on Scotland. And it is Sweden taking on Canada. So Japan will be playing red stones, USA the yellow, and it'll be Japan with the hammer, the last rock in this first end. So Logan, do you expect there to be a lot of stones in play, or how do you expect the format of the game to go?
Well, I certainly think the American team can call a pretty balanced game. We saw them call an excellent game last night against the Canadian team skipped by Rachel Holman, coming through that one in an extra end victorious. So they definitely know what it's all about. They've got a really good understanding of the game. Japanese have been known to get a little bit sucked in when they get off to an early lead. Still quite happy to put lots of stones in play. I'd like to just see them play quite defensive when they get ahead. Maybe ignore some stones in the house and make sure they get those guards off. So good to see Japan calling the corner guard here in the first end, but it does slip into the front ring. So free guard zone will be no use in this end to Japan, and Swiss Helm can play the takeout. And sticks around to lie 2.
Yeah, so I've seen the skip of Japan, Satsuki Fujisawa, play some great shots to pick up some wins here at the tournament.
Kenny, would you agree if I said that Japan were maybe the surprise of the tournament so far?
I certainly think so. Maybe picked up a couple of more wins than you would expect. But these girls are pretty much full-time athletes now. They do have a day job during the summer, but during the winter months they spend most of the time training and preparing for the Pacific Championships, the World Championships, and trying to qualify for that golden ticket at the Sochi Olympics.
Whoa, short. Okay, Jess. Good call in the week.
Yeah. That was Jessica Schultz for America.
And this is Emi Shimizu playing second stones for Japan. All these players first cap for Japan in the World Championships. Finishing runner-up in this year's Pacific Championships in Naseby, New Zealand. And the rules of play: 6 ends minimum during the round robin, and 73 minutes for both teams to complete their 10 ends worth of stones, and they will be entitled to 1 coach interaction along the way.
Well, this one just going to hit and roll out of play. So Japan with a chance to come around the centre guard or peel it off.
Well, it's a really tight guard, so an aggressive call from Japan. And obviously confidence is high.
This one just going to pull up short.
That stagger on the 2 guards could present some problems for Japan if Debbie McCormick, the 39-year-old, can make the come around here. Really need to try and keep this in front of the T-line.
Whoa. Tons of room. 6. Whoa. At the end. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
And this is pretty good.
Good shot.
Into the 4 foot, keeps it T high.
Is that right?
Mio Ichigawa, the 23-year-old. She's hurled since she was 8 years old. And Debbie McCormick didn't quite find a full hide on this Yellowstone, so Japan able to call the takeout, but this one really nowhere close. Just hangs it out wide. And I don't think Mio can quite believe that one. So perhaps an opportunity for Debbie McCormick to wrap another one around.
Yeah, maybe think this one's grabbed something, maybe picked up a bit of debris. We'll need to go hard to get this one past. Do enough. That's great setup play from the American third.
Well, if that's the worst pickup they get all week, they'll be pretty happy. Here's Mio Ichikawa trying to pick up the pieces here.
Spilling the guards off and rolling down into the 12 foot.
Yeah, that was a clever shot as well to hold that redstone in the rings. Just gives the USA something else to think about.
I think it'll finish.
on the outside, if anything, right?
Yeah.
So that's not there.
Oh, I think that's fine.
Yep.
That's good. 80. For guard.
Would you ever be tempted to throw the takeout in this situation, Kenneth?
Maybe in the first end, but you've got to expect Erica Brown will know where to put the broom to get that guard in a great position. Just played 2 draws down the same line.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
Room.
Hang on. Clean.
Just clean.
Just clean. 3.
It's like 3 at the end.
3.
And at the end. Yep, gotta go. Make a move. Yep. Tight's okay. Yep. Gotta go, guys. Yeah. Hard. Hard, 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 hard.
So it does enough to cover the edge, but looking at that, Logan, I think they can maybe come down at a quiet weight and remove both them yellows.
Well, Shinsuke Fujisawa has made some fantastic shots this week. Played an absolute beauty to defeat Germany. And she's going to need a big one here. She's also going to try and run the guard back, probably across the face, and maybe spill all 3 yellows here. So Fujisawa, the 21-year-old, sending down some monster weight.
Yeah, deciding to drive the guard back though.
Doesn't manage to make contact in the rings. Now, where do you put the next one? If you're Team USA.
I think you've... I think I might be actually tempted to
Right on target today.
play the hit on this one, this time and roll to the edge of the 4, Logan, maybe. I think if you play the draw, you might set up an easy triple.
Oh, I think Erica Brown might even be just throwing a guard here. Just trying to get a little bit closer to the center line this time.
Clean. Line's good.
3.
Clean.
3, 4. Just clean. 4. Love
Line's
it
good.
short.
Love it
At
short.
the end. Do it.
Yep.
3.
Okay, whoa, clean. Clean, line's good.
Just freeze.
No. No, I think it's okay. Very nice. Good job.
So that one does come down and sit in the 8 foot, so this draw is going to be against 3. So final stone for Fujisawa against 3 here in this first end of the World Championships. Needs to be fully 4. Super's going hard on this one now. Have they got it past the high one? They have.
Just booted the shot stone as well. So it doesn't matter though, it is a steal of 1 in the first end and a nicely played first end by the USA, taking control early on, and 1 end played here. It's United States 1, Japan 0.
All right. Good meeting. Yeah, highlight.
The Volvo Sports Centre is where it's at. Riga, Latvia.
No, it's already there.
And we're in the second end of draw 11, Japan against the USA. And Swiss Helm, the US lead, just slipping to the back of the T-line here. And I'm sure we'll see Japan throw the corner guard once again.
So I think this was going to be called tight to the rings. USA will try and steal a point. So lead USA is Anne Swissel. So just looking for this one. Maybe 2 or 3 feet short of the house.
6, yeah, you're right. No,
We're
leave it
7.
up there.
We're 7.
That's good.
6.
Good
So
shot, that's fine.
that
That's
one will
fine.
drift into the rings, and I'm sure Japan will probably just play a takeout on it and try and maybe run in behind the corner.
I
But
don't know. Oh, maybe he's trying to
So
remember.
update from sheet B,
Picture.
first end, and it's Latvian skip Iveta Stasas Arsuna. Currently a 0-6 Latvia. It look like they might actually pull off a victory at some point. I'm going to be a little bit biased and say I hope it's not tonight. That looks like it could be a steal of 1 in the first end for Scotland. And that one's confirmed. 1 end played in the game between Scotland and Latvia, and it's Scotland 1, Latvia 0.
Okay.
so Jessica Schultz for the USA will be able to see all this red back of the forefoot. Just going to try and take it out.
Needs to get past the top one, and it was her takeout play that caused some problems against Canada. It's more so on the intern handle. That one just a little bit down for weight. And a nice chance here for Japan to bring that corner guard into play now.
Yeah, just a silly mistake there. Should have erred on the professional side.
Would you put that one down to a mental error, Kenny?
Maybe just in the first end, or first couple of ends, you're maybe not dialed in.
Just a little down on your last one.
Yeah.
So electing to hit the open one. Would you have went for the open one, or would you have went round the corner, Logan?
Slow, so it slows down a lot.
It's difficult to say from here, Kenny. I don't know how much they can see of the one behind the corner. But
Just a hair.
ideally you would have gone after the one behind the corner. Here's Canada and Sweden on the sheet next door. Rachel Holman, 4-2, and a huge game in the context of this round robin, especially for the Canadians. And a great chance to score 4. Big scrub required here from Weigel and Krevizuk. Needs to get past the guard, will it? It will not. A huge missed opportunity for Rachel Holman. And a steal of 1 a real let-off for Sweden. One end played between Canada and Sweden, and the score 1-0 for Sweden.
So I'm thinking I need to throw board here though, just because it's going to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little slow here.
So I think they're just going to throw around hack weight to try and
Yep.
push the red through, but this isn't hack weight. This is more like barrier weight.
Hard. Hard. Yep. Hurry. Yep. Whoa. 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 That kind of.
Yeah, they got a little bit of help there
Find
with
out.
that mistake by Shimizu. Hit and rolling out. Here's Hatomi Nagoka, the Japanese coach.
Smooth delivery of Mio Ishikawa. Technically, the team from Japan is very, very good. Maybe a little naive when it comes to this, the tactical side of the game. Logan, would you agree?
Yeah, at times, but they've shown that they do have a good tactical grasp at times, but then other times really let themselves down, especially when in that position they were talking about, that they're running the game home, just giving the team chasing the game too much to work with at times. Now, who's lying second shot? That's the question. McCormick won the World Women's Championships in Winnipeg, Canada in 2003.
Oh. Good shot. Nice throw, Deb.
And there's the American coach, Bill Todhunter.
Good sweeping back here.
Ishikawa looking for hit and stick here. So some errant takeout play by both teams here. And for me, USA really let off the hook here after a couple of mistakes early in the end.
I like hitting it just first one to one. I mean, I know they're going to try to sit on it, but it's up to you. I mean,
It's definitely a fresh
either
spot.
way.
Well, I think if we sit there, we're leaving them a huge. We could hit and roll out.
We didn't talk about
Give them the blank.
I should have known. Well,
What about there?
Okay.
Well, the fact that they're questioning playing
I
the
just want the
takeout would
weight
say
of
to me
across the
that
center line here.
the USA are currently lying in shot position.
Do you want here, Erica, just to keep you in the fresher stuff?
Yeah, so they
You
must
guys
be
like this?
sitting
One
one at
in
the
the house?
back, just behind third
Sure.
player Debbie McCormick.
You know what that means? Okay.
so it's the same as it's been.
So they'll just throw the open side
Make the roll real
and get
tough.
good
Real
separation between
All you need to do is bite the 12-foot.
the stones.
Full 12, right?
Yeah, they don't want to stray too wide here though. They will want to stay in the 8-foot circle.
55,
Don't want
60.
to give Japan the opportunity to freeze those back stones, that pocket to lie shot.
Gotta be full 12 at least. Line's good.
Can't really afford to
Take a look. Let it
throw this one too
Looks
deep
Like a lot.
and set up a chance of a
Clean
double.
it.
7.
13-7.
We're 7.
Wait, 8, 9, 7, 8. Nice shot.
Go ahead.
That's good.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa. That's a double.
Sorry.
Well, fairly steep angle for the double,
Good throw.
but if they could maybe hit and roll across just to the face of the other two stones and make it difficult for the USA to remove it from play cleanly.
Yeah,
They might get a mistake.
I would just certainly like to see him a little bit higher in the house here, Kenny.
Okay. 結構もう滑ってきたよね。
Doesn't manage to make the roll on this occasion. Should be a straightforward force for the USA. USA looking stronger of the two teams so far. Trying to bounce back after a loss to Switzerland this afternoon. Currently on 3 wins and 3 losses. Japan going along quite nicely on 4 wins and 2 losses, beating Italy this morning.
So Erica Brown, rather unorthodox out the hack there. Let's see if it's maybe got an effect on the outcome.
Whoa! Whoa! Stop! Whoa! Whoa! Nice shot. Sorry, guys. Nice shot.
It does hit on the high side, but you see it.
Good job.
Well set shot rock.
Good call, Debbie.
Didn't mean to panic you.
I know, I should have known. I was going to be real gentle there and curl.
ちょっとさっきより外行ったから、もしかしたら最後曲がるかもって感じ。
Choosing to play the hit out wide here. Looked like the release was maybe slightly into out, but will it come back in time? It sure will. It's a nose hit and a score of 1 for Japan. 2 ends played here in draw 11, and it's Japan 1, USA 1.
お、滑ってきたね。押したら伸びちゃう感じ。ああ。
You are watching live coverage from the Titlis Glacier Mountain World Women's Curling Championships, coming to you live from Volvo Sports Centre, Riga, Latvia. Japan and USA all tied, 1 each through 2 ends.
Yes.
Lots of room.
USA will try and score multiple points with the hammer. They're going to look to come around this guard.
Yep. Oh, you're right. Yep. Make it curl a bit. Make it curl. Yep.
Okay.
Doesn't fully get buried. So Japan will just try and play the takeout. This one still needs the curl. And catches enough. I don't think they'll be too worried about that red. As we take a look over on sheet A, Germany taking on Denmark. Germany looking in good shape if they could pick up a win to make it to the playoffs. The experienced skip Andrea Schupp. Trying to pick up 2 in this second end. And that one pulls up on the tee line. So a score of 2, Germany lead 2-0.
Yeah, meanwhile on our featured sheet, a nice come around there by Anne Swisshelm, choosing to ignore that red stone in the house.
And is this one going to curl enough and catch a piece? Just catches an edge and rolls to the back 12. So, as USA decide what to do, we'll take a look at the Latvia-Scotland game.
I don't know about 60
Scotland
though, maybe 60.
sitting 3 counters. Latvia needing to draw the 4-foot.
Iveta Stasas Harsuna has been faced with countless draws like this against bundles of opposition counters, just showing how good her bottle is once again. Finds the 8-foot for a score of 1. And the game will be tied after 2 ends there. Latvia 1, Scotland 1.
So, although don't make it past the guard, they do bounce onto the centre line and cover the yellow.
Yeah, not really a great result. Jessica Schultz just struggling to find her way at times this week. Not erring on the professional side, and Japan look like they're struggling out here, and with some good setup play by the American front end, I think they can really put some pressure on.
This one just not getting past either. So getting rather messy out front.
I don't mind hitting that. I just don't like that red one out there. Like that? Or the nose over here? Don't want to make it for him, but.
I think you've got to come around this, Logan.
No, I was just saying hit that red one on the nose. I just don't really like that there. It's up to you. You can draw.
Where, you know, we play the inside now.
Another option might be to peel, Kenny, trying to open it up. They've not really got a lot to protect in there at the moment, and Japan have options on both hands at the moment.
There's no real easy way of peeling, and everyone know that, Logan. That's the thing.
Well, we'll see how this option works out. Jessica Schultz, out-turn draw.
70. 5. One's great. Room. 7. Close. Lots of room. 7. Only. Slowing down. 5. 7.
Gotta finish hard.
7.
It's good if you can.
7, 8. 6. All the way back. Okay.
So again, USA just can't seem to find the right side of the inch at the moment. I'm just to the back of the 4-foot. Oh wow, we're going for a tap up here, Kenny. Surprised to see them not coming around this.
Yeah, certainly. I think the draw around is a lot easier shot than the tap.
Well, maybe they're thinking, worst case, they can open up these back two. This might be a better call if they had the hammer.
Yeah, for sure, Logan. Yep.
Having said that, that's an absolute beauty of a tap up. Well, they're going to have to peel this time, that's for sure.
I think there's a possible run-through shot, Logan. There might even be a gap. Not there. That's there. I think there's a gap there, Logan. You might be able to come down at barrier weight, come through. And even if you catch the guards, you might squeeze through down into the 12-foot.
Okay, as you can see, the problem will be for USA is how do they get a redstone out of the 4-foot without jamming on those back yellows. So actually there may be a little gap here. They're thinking about sending a bullet down there and just clean picking it. Some shot to whistle through there. Even if they get close though, they could just wiggle their shooter stone into the house.
Good shot.
Nice throw, Deb.
Wasn't really close to getting through the gap there. But it does open the red up. And Japan will have to cover it. So I don't really think, I don't understand why they're overcomplicating this, Logan. You just throw the guard.
Absolutely, Kenny. It's that I don't think you can underestimate how good a position that red's in at the moment. And by coming into the house and making a tap, you're just setting up opportunities for the States team. So hoping just to see a guard. A little bit worried about the run, but at the same time, if they put a guard just kind of touching the center line, then should leave something to come around, at least even if they did play a particularly good shot.
So they have called a center guard. This one just curling enough, is it? Just covers an edge. And I think the pick is there still. If you're going to tear these guards off, you've got to drive the red onto the yellow and try and drag the yellow through the house. Half stone on the high. Yeah, just looking at the angles now.
Don't let the red hit it. Oh no. What just happened there?
Yeah, it's in about what it was.
Yeah, just Japan entitled to even move over a little bit further if they want.
Erica Brown having an absolute mare.
Let's see this one again. 1, 2. Just a little slide, kicks the red. Doesn't even think to move the red out of the way. Fujisawa did well there to save that one.
Yeah, she actually done the Team USA a favour.
The guy doesn't look
I mean, they saw the whole thing.
too amused with that piece of tomfoolery in the forefoot.
Good call.
It's one of the umpires here at the championship this week.
I think, yeah, the stones, the yellow stones probably ended up where it would. We don't think it was going to catch a piece of the red anyway. By rights, so Japan could ask for stones to be replaced.
Oh, you know what, Kenny, it was actually a really good shot there by Debbie McCormick. Spinning another yellow into the forefoot, and all of a sudden that red looks so lonely in there. So maybe just kind of a tap up or a freeze, the call here. If they could ever just freeze this right on the nose, aiming straight into the nest, that would probably be their best shot, but not necessarily their easiest. If they got the angle just even slightly on the wrong side, then could find themselves in a huge amount of trouble here.
Probably not good enough, Logan.
Now needed more weight to force that back into the pocket. And potential double takeout to lie 3, I would say here.
Yeah, I don't think this one from Erica Brown will be hanging about.
A little less for me, I think. Okay, I think in that spot.
You got it.
Mind you, it's a lot tighter. I think actually we need a little bit more because you were
Yep, you're
such
right.
a long guard.
Okay. I think they can hold it, you know.
Heel weight, half around.
So we're into the skip stones in the third end. And Japan in trouble if Erica Brown can play a good one here.
Hard. Yeah.
Yeah, monster weight here from Erica Brown.
Go hard. Yeah. Whoa.
Okay.
And an absolute disaster. Anywhere on the high side, you're getting that.
Good sweeping.
And you catch it on the low side, and you leave 2 reds in the forefoot. So Japan getting out of jail free. And they might even be sitting 2 rocks.
ちょっと押しても、開かなければポケットになるから、つく分には大丈夫か。
No, just the one.
Yeah, actually maybe first and fourth.
ああ、そう。こんなもんだ。
Well, the stone they need to be worried about is that one in the 8 foot at the moment. That's the only way they can really get that red stone out. So perhaps a guard in front of that yellow would be good enough. Leave a very tough pick.
7で。あ、なんか、それにちょっとフリーズか、ちょっと押しても大丈夫。
I think they've maybe nominated the freeze here.
Fujisawa for Japan. Just needs to make a nuisance of herself by placing this one maybe in the forefoot.
A Well, it looks like it's got plenty of running on it at the moment.
It's actually a very, very good shot.
Yeah, it's an absolute beauty. Almost the only shot now for the USA is to just play the dead tap onto the button.
Basically straight back. The only way we can't really hurt ourselves.
I don't think we can hurt ourselves. If we come there, we get one.
Yeah.
I like it. Same weight?
Yeah. Well, you can throw 9 too. I mean, it's just.
Might as well just throw the same. What did I got right to nose.
Just a little, yep.
That was a little tight.
Yep.
You want to just, you think right there?
Okay.
I have no idea what they're playing for here. I don't see the shot that they see.
I think they're just trying to catch the nose,
Little
catch the
more.
top one, feather the back red,
They
and spring
pounded
across
it.
onto the red back of the yellow. But it's a bit of a circus shot, really, Logan.
I'm going to throw Keel again.
Well, let's hope she's a little bit more accurate than she was with her previous one.
Japanese look like they're having a great time out there.
Oh. Whoa.
Final stone of the third end. Here's Erica Brown
No. Clean.
sending down the heat once again.
Clean. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Must be pretty close to where they want to hit.
Whoa. Okay, good try. All right, nice try. One run.
So, hit it probably where she wanted to hit it and didn't get the result she desired.
Yeah, I'm not
So I
really
needed on my
too
first
sure
one.
what the actual desired result was there, Kenny. 3 ends played anyway, and it's Japan 2, United States 1.
What's that? That was much less effective.
What kind of weight do you think that was? I was super tight on the first. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay.
So into the fourth end. Japan now leading USA 2-1.
I see.
USA lead. And Swiss Helm.
It's got a curl.
Just going to go for the corner guard.
Six. Okay.
こうなんでもいいよ。
さっき9早かったよね。
ああ、そうね。オッケー。あー、クイーン。あ、クイーン。
No,
ヤミー。ヤッ。
Japan
ヤッ。
with the chance to take this out as it slipped into the rings.
I see.
And Erica Brown just trying to throw one just in on top of the reds, maybe, just to hope for a mistake.
3.
Line's good. 3.
Oh, shoot.
What is it? Yep, nice and tight. Come on. Yep.
So the reason they're doing this is just to hope Japan maybe fall into the trap, try and remove it from play, and it gets caught on one of them reds.
We got the same thing.
Huh. Speeding up, I think.
But Japan aren't even going to bother. They're just going to try and tap one up onto the forefoot.
Nice.
Throw that 9.
Sorry.
Nine and a half. Yes. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. 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 Yep. 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 Hard.
Go, 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 go.
And drives that, and it's a great shot. Has it spun it out? I think it has. So Japan trying to move the yellow. Want to stay in the house to control how the play's been in this fourth end, but rolled a little too far, so USA just going to ignore that and go around the double guard for Jessica Schultz. Only 78%.
Lots of room. Lots of room. 3. Whoa.
Switch, maybe.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Well, yeah. Miss 3. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on. Hard. Yep. Hard. Hurry. Go. Keep going. Go. 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 Go.
Keep going, keep going.
Good shot.
Nice throw, Jess.
So does manage to get in behind the cover. And I'm sure Mio Ishikawa will do all she can to try and take it out.
Yeah, Mio playing 76% so far for the week. Seems a little bit out of sorts today. Japan just not firing in all cylinders at all. So while this is all unraveling, let's have a look at Canada and Sweden once again. We saw Rachel Homan miss a fantastic opportunity to score 4 in the first end. And here she is, hitting against 2. It makes the double into the wide one. There will be a score of 1 in the third end, and 3 ends played there. It's Canada 1, Sweden 1. Boy, this game's just a comedy of errors at the moment.
Yeah, both sides not really performing to what we've seen them so far this week.
But it's 13 and a half to tee.
Well, the good news is they seem to have fixed the leak here on sheet C. Doesn't seem to be any evidence of a drip anymore. This is going to jam on the wide red. So a good shot there by Ichikawa. And Japan line 3. Debbie McCormick playing 81% for the tournament so far.
Mine's good, guys.
Looking at the stats, Kenny. Mio Ichikawa only playing 43% for the first 3 ends. It's definitely going to have to improve if Japan want to stay in the lead in this match.
Yep, you got it. Come on. Great. Come on. Go.
The line on this one from Debbie McCormick is looking brilliant if it gets past the red.
Go, 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 go. Good shot. Great sweep. Nice throw.
Oh, great attempt. Just needed another couple of feet of running here.
This feels like lightning. Good job, Deb.
I missed it though. So, because I was.
Okay, so perhaps a yellow.
大丈夫だよね。
あ、大丈夫。
赤に当てれば。
Okay, so looks like Japan going for the outside of this red stone behind the guard. Just gonna try and chip it onto the short rock and stick it in there behind the guard. Fujisawa playing 77% for the week so far.
And they do make the takeout round outside. And it looks as if they've done enough to sit shot.
Okay, Germany, Denmark on sheet A. Germany 3 wins and 3 losses. Denmark 5 straight losses after winning their first game against China. And here's Andrea Schopp.
What can she do? Can she extend her lead? She will. She will pick up the single point.
That was not a quiet weight playing against 3 there. Peel weight, right on the nose, old school.
9. 9.
Okay.
So Fujisawa did do enough to squeeze the yellow out of the 8-foot and leave herself in shot position. However, Erica Brown, 79% for this week. She's got a chance to make this short raise on the yellow guard.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, great.
I got it.
How is your luck? Drives the yellow back onto the stone and rolls the shooter across onto the back.
I don't think that's exactly how they planned that one, Kenny, but I'm sure they'll take it.
It's a 9.
Nice shot. Unfortunate, but let's see the curl like that much more. Perfect.
中からだね。
And maybe a double here to sit 3. It's pretty tight. So this will be Satsuki Fujisawa for Japan. Very close to the hog line.
Well, the green lights are on. Huge weight here from Fujisawa. Jams it and rolls up.
And from nothing, it looks like the USA will have a chance to maybe
Yep, whatever you
pick
like.
up 3. Where did that come from, Logan?
That's a good question, Kenny. Just trying that one bad shot to finish from Japan that's cost them in this
You did a good chunk of
in
it,
this
yeah.
end.
Alright, throw good.
Still requires a good shot here from Erica Brown to score 3. She kind of errs a little bit on the safe side and hits this one high, rolls over. She could flick her own yellow at the 12 foot and
I'm gonna throw 10.
potentially only score 1. So see how this one works out for the USA. Final stone of the 4th end. Erica Brown looked like
Hard.
a little bit in the way on the release. Can the sweepers hold this one?
No!
Seems to be okay, and a nice quiet weight. How's the roll? Just rolls and pushes the wide yellow out, but
2, sorry.
will be a score 2. Erica Brown does throw a lot of rotation on her handle, so if they don't hit quite on the nose, it might just have a little bit more effect, a little bit more spring, and
Sorry. It's okay.
they're
Stop
just a little bit of a victim of that there. Still running a bit straighter as well due to that. It's a score of 2 in the 4th end, and United States leading Japan by 3 shots to 2 now.
Fifth end of the Titlis Glacier World Women's Curling Championships here in the Volvo Sports Centre, Riga, Latvia. USA lead Japan 3-2. Some substandard play really in this 11th draw has meant it's still quite a tight affair.
ちょっとタイト気味だ。
上がるね。
ナイス。
Lead for USA and Swiss Helm. Try and just throw a tight guard on the
3. Let it crawl. Line's good.
stone in the button.
Where is it? Yep. 2. Yes. Got me in there. Yep. Yep. Right over. Yep. Come on. Yes. Hard. Hard. Go. 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 Yep. 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 Good shot. Let me in. Let me in.
7でいいよ。いや、6、7欲しいだ。7欲しい。6、7。やっ。やっ。6、7。やっ。ちょっとタイトだ。やっ。やっ。やっ。やっ。やっ。やっ。いい。当たるわ。
Yeah, so Japan trying to draw around that guard and just promotes it in behind the corner. Matsumura also struggling to find her way and her path in this game. I think teams are maybe just feeling the effects of the long week here, Logan.
I think it's still early days, Kenny. If these teams go to a cash spiel, a World Curling Tour event, it's usually 3-4 days and at least 2 games a day. And maybe the gravity of the situation starting to get to Japan as well, and what they're actually achieving right now, already exceeding expectations, really. Just about sliced that second guard into the house.
Good shot.
Nice sweep. Nice touch.
So, Japan again trying to tidy things up.
Go, 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 go.
But not really doing enough. It's getting rather scrappy out here, isn't it, Logan?
That's been very scrappy right from the start, Kenny. Just not enough shots getting made, a lot of goose eggs, a lot of zeros on the stat sheet. Too many half shots being thrown around.
This one needs to curl a long way to get any cover. Done enough though.
Yeah, and USA in quite a nice spot now. It's just going to take one good peel though from Japan to open this one right up. Would leave a couple of corner guards around, but the USA would still be lying to. Ishikawa putting some serious hot sauce on that one. And gets both the guards moving. Great shot there by Ishikawa.
Yeah, really nice.
She's maybe small, but she's a little power pack.
So I think it's quite important that Japan don't fall any more than a single point really behind. Going into this fifth end, can't afford to give up a steal.
Wait if you can, wait if you can.
Needs it.
USA looking pretty good for the steal at the moment though.
All the way. All the way. Yep. Yep. Easy, easy. Yep. 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 Whoa. Okay, good shot.
So nice guard on that stone in the button, but I think that's fairly long,
I
Logan.
gave a little at the end.
Yeah, it really is. Japan can certainly come around and play a tap back on that stone now. Here's Germany leading 3-1. Lena Nielsen, the Danish skip, to play with her last stone in the fifth end. After a great first performance against China, they really have completely derailed Got a chance here for a couple. That one's going to roll up and away, and it will only be a score of 1. And Lena Nielsen can't believe it. And maybe Denmark can see their place in the Olympics starting to drift away from them.
Yeah, really important that each nation really does all they can here at the World Championships to score vital points for Olympic qualification. Top 7 teams in the world, plus the host nation Russia, automatically get through, and there will be a qualification tournament for the final 2 berths.
That only just nicked past the guard. Super shot by Ishikawa. Welcome back to the game.
Not even? Yeah, not even.
After pretty much non-existent performance in the first 4 ends, she's pulled out 2 absolute beauties here in the 5th end.
We got to get it out of second, right?
I'm sorry? Yeah.
Right there.
So, looks as if there's a lot of room to get round that long guard. I think it'll just be hack weight called.
I was going to play just enough to knock it through. Even if we jam it in the back, we're still 1 and 2.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Well,
So,
Erika Brown will have a
Just
job
half,
following
yeah.
that shot by Ishikawa. She does tend to throw a lot of rotation on the stone. Has the running path of the stone has a kind of long, slow curl, whereas Ishikawa's will probably run straight for a little while and then really howl in around the guard. So here's Erika Brown. So much of this shot about the weight.
Have we got it past though?
Oh, just sneaks it by. The sweeper's going coast to coast on this one. And even to the back of the 8-foot. Great shot by Erika Brown.
Great sweeping. I saw you put it into overdrive.
I didn't know I had that.
You
Good
did.
job. I didn't want to give up on it.
No, great job.
That did not pass the guard by much. Super shot. Great sweeping by Swiss Helm and Schultz.
When your voice went up.
And Swiss Helm put that one into overdrive, according to Erika. Has he even over curled and popped out the other side a little bit, Kenny?
I think it maybe has. I think that's maybe why they're going to change the turn. But I think I'd probably be taking it the same way. Purely because if you come round on the out turn on the left hand side of the sheet, you'll be driving it back onto the red.
I think he'll do well to hit that much of the stone to be able to play that shot, Kenny. I think it's maybe a half stone chip and rolling behind the corner guard that might be the best option. Well, now looking at this double, if they ever got that wrong, then they could really be under a lot of pressure coming to their last stone.
Oh, this is a bizarre call. But you make it, you're looking good for a 2 or 3 here. We've seen her play the takeout game really well. Nice doubles to defeat Germany earlier in the week. So certainly got the ability and accuracy at peel weight. Won't have to wait long.
Oh, this is really thin, just needing to hit quarter stone of this. Oh, and this is really curling hard. Where's it going to roll to? Let's hang around to be third shot.
Key thing about that shot was to hang around with it.
Okay.
Yes, you've got to be careful now. They're going to play the takeout in the back one. I think that's what they're going to do, just to be safe.
there.
So maybe they can actually hit and flip underneath that yellow stone. If they just squeeze by once again, but most importantly, they do need to stick around and lie to here. They don't want to hit and roll out and give Japan a tap back for 2. I think there is a case for this stone being in a good position at the moment and not removing it. Maybe play another draw around the centre and really trying to apply some pressure to Japan. But they're just playing the scoreboard at this point.
A nice shot. Would have liked a roll though. Relatively straightforward shot for Japan now to pick up the single.
I just didn't want to do what happened last time. It curls it.
So will just be a nose hit for Satsuki Fujisawa. And as we said, don't want to go any more than that single point down. And they are out with the persuaders on this one. They are going to have to work hard. Are they doing enough? They've caught the guard. And they're going to give up 2. A disastrous end to the first half of the game for Japan. USA stealing 2, and they now lead 5-2. So here is the highlights. Final stone of the first end. Japan trying to draw against 3. And that one just pulls up short, and it would be still 1 for the USA. Third end. Japan sitting 1. Just at the back of the forefoot. Erica Brown trying to drive back the yellow, sitting just top of the 8. Doesn't quite get the desired result, and it would be a steal for Japan. Fourth end, and Japan sitting 1. Erica Brown with a chance to pick up 3. In-turn takeout for the skip of the US team. This one just coming down, hitting too much off the back yellow and pushing it out of play. And only picked up 2, but at half time, it's USA 5, Japan 2. Canada, Sweden. Fifth end, you can see a bundle of stones in play. Maria Pritz looking to play the hit and roll off the red stone on the tee line for 2. Sweeper staying off this one. Must be a little high for line. Needs the curl. Just isn't come enough, and it will be a single point for Sweden. They lead 2-1 at the fifth end break. Elsewhere though, Sheet A, Germany lead Denmark 3-2. And Scotland in control of the host nation 5-2 in the sixth end.
今日暑くない？暑いわけない。帰るわ。
まだ滑ってるよね。行くぐらい。8分9ぐらいか。
So, the stats do tell a story that also shows on the scoreboard. Japan just playing 66% as a team against the USA 80. But it really just came down to one shot, or we would have a tie game. That final shot of the fifth end, just a huge mistake by Shinsuke Fujisawa. Really had to make sure she was past the guard. Not even too sure why they were playing the takeout. Could have just played a draw down there onto that backing. Yeah, she's going out for a flight with Maverick later on. And good to see some young fans. And maybe the next Ritvar Gulbis of Latvia. Who knows? That's the line score so far. Steal of 2 in the fifth end, making all the difference. And now USA in full control of this game. A must-win game for the USA.
So it's really important now for Japan to get their guards way out front. Can't afford to let them slip into the house. Big mistake from Matsumura. That will allow Anne Swisshelm to play the takeout.
Good shot. She got a hug to hug for.
Is it right on the beak?
8.9.
Would have perhaps liked to roll towards the centre, but Matsumura trying again with this corner guard. Looks like a more successful attempt this time, but Japan have given up the option to use the free guard zone by throwing that guard into the rings.
Yeah, big mistake. As said, I don't think they could afford to go any more than the single point down. This American team pretty good when they're 2 or 3 ahead.
Well, I've seen steadier slides this week from Jess Schultz, but gets the job done on this occasion.
Absolutely perfect, Logan.
Okay, what we might actually see here is Japan might actually identify that stone in the house on the wing as a corner guard. For just now, they'll persevere and throw in the corner guards, even just to run a few stones down, and then if it doesn't look like they're going to get a nose hit or a mistake from the Americans. This corner guard's not even close. This is going back of the forefoot.
So really off the boil. like you say, maybe the occasion just getting to this young Japanese team.
Yeah, you just get the impression that they're maybe just starting to realise what they're actually accomplishing right now.
Yep. Yep. Clean. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I want to roll
Nice shot.
right away.
I know. Good catch. Go ahead.
So Shimizu is going to have to take about 20 feet off this guard attempt on her last one.
3、4、
Seems to be heavy again. I'm trying to make the best out of this one. Not really good enough at this level. You can't hit that 20 feet in front of the rings, then going to be asking for trouble.
Yep. Clean. Clean. Whoa. 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 Sorry. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
9 up.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Good shot.
So
Felt like I was on that.
Fancy. 8.96. You're right in the zone.
I think they have identified now that this yellow top of the 12 foot is
センターフリー
a corner guard.
落ちながら曲がん
So
な
they're
い
going to try and draw around it.
Ishikawa, despite playing a few good shots in the last couple ends, was just having a bit of a nightmare in the first few. Only playing 59% so far today. Really putting a lot of pressure on our skip player. And sweepers are really having to go to town on this one.
Yep, yep, yep. Yes, 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 yes. Go, 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 go.
Oh, the line's good. The weight is not, unfortunately. It's going to be the same shot again here for Debbie McCormick.
Like that? Yeah. Just give me a little less. We rolling out or are we staying? I think maybe here. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so just going to smash this one, try and roll away, I think.
Yeah, nothing fancy required here. They're in a position to force here. Even just a roll to the centre line wouldn't hurt the USA. Well, almost a carbon copy of the first one.
Just straighten up.
He was about 8, Deb. Good job, Deb. Calm, good.
And this one just drifting to the back ring.
Is that in second shot position? Certainly very close, and McCormick and Brown having a good look at
You
it.
can just tap it.
That's a great shot. If it is, sitting second.
This will be second.
If we tap off there.
Well, I think they're talking about tapping the yellow, so could well be that Japan line too. That's Imogen Ona Lehmann holding the brush for Andrea Schupp. Team Germany, final stone of the sixth end. Leading by 3 shots to 2 at the moment. Supers seem reasonably happy with this one. Acknowledgement goes up for a good shot from Stella Heiss. It's a score of 1 for Germany in the 6th end. And Germany lead Denmark by 4 shots to 2.
70.
Just enough to tap it out.
Okay. 70.
Okay.
We're just going to play battering weight, I think, at this. You can see pretty much 3/4 of that stone. Problem with this shot is a lot of people end up just throwing a little bit extra weight and it slips on by, runs a little straighter. So Erica Brown, 79% through 5 ends.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty solid display.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
Clean it.
Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
Clean. Just to make sure.
Yeah, Jess, roll it out that way.
Nice shot.
So nice shot from
Free throw.
Erica Brown.
Good call.
Nice throw.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't a gimme, that shot.
Good call, Debbie.
Nice shot. Nice weight.
Thanks.
けど前を変えたら厳しい気がする。打っとくか。それかフリースか。
So looking maybe to tap the yellow back that's on
じゃあね。
the forefoot. Try to
アンパ
put a catcher out the front.
Saba playing 75% in this game. Actually, probably come back to 75. He's playing very well the first 4 ends.
ウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォー当たったら千秋
So a little bit more weight than I thought they would have thrown at that one. I thought maybe just tap that to the back of the 8 foot would have been the call.
I think we want to roll a little bit, right?
Nine and a half.
We're gonna flap my way
Yeah, just a little
a
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think still it's trying to sit full 8 foot.
Yeah. Okay.
It curls a little bit here.
So a straightforward takeout for Erica Brown, and she will try and get last stone advantage back in the 7th.
Oh, no. Close. Yeah. Hard. Hard. Yep. Right to it. Yep. Good call on the weight.
Good call, Deb. What'd you get?
So takeout played, and
Okay.
Good job.
Nice throw.
Satsuki Fujisawa will be
Good call,
forced
Debbie.
Nice shot. I remember
So
it curling there.
try and take
in
one.
Early ends when we
Yeah.
kept over curling.
So last stone, 6th end. Japan looking for a nose hit.
いやクリーン
Failed with her hit attempt in N5. But no problems here. They will pick up the single. They still trail, but only by 2. The score now 5-3 in the USA's favour.
Might go right around.
We're up to.
Like right around.
So Japan trail 5-3.
手をナイスクどっちかでいいよ
And
手を3
then you see a big steal of 2 for USA in the 5th end.
Yeah, one thing's for sure, Kenny, neither team's really been at their best this evening. Japan certainly not. USA really dictating the play most ends.
Line's good. Room. Sorry.
6.
Whoa. No, we're 7-8. Are you back or not? Whoa. It's
Slow
like
down.
you're-
Oh, slow down.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Ann. Got a high
My
split. Huh?
A little bit of a wrestle on the T-line there between Erica Brown and
Called it off.
Fujisawa. And just drifts to the back of the T-line and gives
手は幅あるよ
Japan a chance to freeze at some point. Love that they're calling the long guard here. It's exactly what you need to do to get back into the game. Trailing by 2. And you really need to start pushing the button now.
5-6.
Okay, so not bad setup. Would have liked to get them a little bit better in line. USA coming around again.
5-6.
Here's Iveta Stasas-Arsuna with the final stone of the 6th end. And a chance to score 2.
Go, Gabby! Yes! Go, Gabby! Yes! Come on! Hard!
Maybe even a chance to score 3 it was. Just checking the angles here. I think she had the chance for 3. And Scotland a little bit fortunate to get off with that one. Playing the 7th end, Scotland will be leading Latvia by 5 shots to 4.
So this one from Japan looking really, really good. Have they done enough for shot? Just do enough. That's absolutely perfect.
Just one or try for both?
Which one? I don't know.
Try both.
So I think it'll be peel time for USA. They'll try and remove the guards.
Actually, one of the things I liked about Anne Swisshelm's draw with her second stone there is that she didn't actually put it right in behind the cover. She kind of just left it poking out just a little bit, so that if it did get to the stage that USA did have to ignore the guards, then they've still got something to angle in there onto the shot stone.
Yes! Yes!
Well, it just squeezes by.
Oh,
My foot hit this one.
Oh, I'm not sure that was the call, Kenny.
I don't think it was the call.
We can move it off. I don't know if it's on or not. My foot hit it. I think it's.
Shaves past.
Yo, Bigfoot.
So they do sit one in behind, and it's top of tee now, which is a better position.
It certainly is, but Japan can still make the freeze on that stone and be in a really good shape here in the 7th. Actually choosing to go on the in-turn here. Slightly more difficult shot, but maybe can get a better result. It's probably a slightly easier shot when it comes to getting the line right, but it's maybe a harder shot when it comes to getting the actual depth right.
Yeah, this one looking pretty good though.
Just a little bit too far for me. Needed to be alongside that yellow or even in the 8 foot there. So I think we'll try for this peel on the guards once again. Kenny, you've had some mediocre front end players in your time who have been struggling for form. How did you support them to get their confidence up so they could perform at their best? Jessica Schultz plays an absolute beauty of a double peel.
I mean, that's a great shot. Yeah, I generally just told them throw it towards me in the general direction.
In those words?
Certainly not. But I think you've got to just maybe tighten ice up and throw it really heavy if you're pulling the guards.
And then if that didn't work,
go the Russian way and sub them on the bench.
Okay, so a guard probably needs to go up here with Ishikawa. I think they're maybe just trying to come in here a little bit worried that they can't cover everything by throwing a guard.
That's too far up for me, Logan. Needs to be a lot shorter.
Well, they actually called like a corner freeze on that yellow stone there, I think. So just a couple of stones too far over. Meanwhile, here is Maria Pritz facing a daunting final stone in the 6th end. Facing 4 red Canadian counters here. And it's a tied game playing 6. Huge shot here. Just a nice hack weight and hits and rolls, catches on the wide stone. Beautiful shot there by Maria Pritz. And 6 ends played. Sweden 3, Canada 2. So a beautiful double takeout while we were watching Sweden and Canada. Debbie McCormick making both of those red stones go away. And now USA lying to and wide open, no guards. And Ishikawa hits this one too thin. This is now a golden edge chance for the USA to put another couple of points on the board and really extend their lead on Japan. Actually choosing to hit the wide one. Quite like this call, Kenny.
Yeah, certainly. When you've got to play the scoreboard, no need to go aggressive and throw a guard or get too involved.
Well, the great thing about playing the hit there rather than just splitting the rings is that it does give you the option to blank the end still, which definitely would have been something that Team USA would have discussed in their chat between the ends. Absolutely an acceptable outcome here. Well, what about this call, Kenny?
Needs to be so good.
Well, at the moment, it's a little bit hanging on the centre line, kind of tracking down there, and starts to curl now. It crosses it. It's going to drift all the way through the house. Too much weight from Fujisawa. And now the USA with a chance to lie 3.
So things not going the way of Japan in this 7th end. Here in the Volvo Sports Centre, Riga, Latvia, for the Women's World Curling Championships.
I think we should actually draw that way.
You do.
Yeah, I think we should just draw it here. Yeah.
Okay.
Right on center. Because if she freezes, I'm going to smash that out that. I mean, I'm going to be smashing that direction, right?
Yeah.
And she's going to freeze.
Yep. 70. 75.
So I'm not exactly sure where she's putting this one.
Well, she's setting up for an intern. So I'm going to throw one out to the wing.
Whoa then.
Probably favour the other wing, but I don't think it'll make too much difference here.
Take a look. Looks like a lot.
70.
Line's good.
What it always is, if you
14.25.
throw a stone over here and you've got 2 stones
Nice shot.
past the middle one, then you might set up a triple takeout.
Good call on the weight.
So drops this one right on the T-line, and Fujisawa, Japan are going all in here in the 7th end, going for the freeze.
ちょっと広げた気持ちね。でも大体同じとこ取ると思う。
Yep. So Fujisawa just trying to half check the yellow stone in the forefoot.
This one's looking a tad heavy again here, Kenny.
Yeah, that one just drifting to the back ring. And I think you just play the draw for 3. Maybe
同じくらいだね。
just at back 8 weight, just to nudge it back. If you take 3, you would lead 8-3. So you'd be looking pretty good.
So I got 12, 9, 7, so like almost 13.
Show the outturn draw to the buttons. More? Yeah, outturn. Yeah, right at the edge.
Yeah, I think that's the call. There's no point in throwing the peel at the back red. You end up
I didn't want you guys
clicking
to
your own one out, only getting
You gotta
single.
wait till seniors for that.
60. 70 would be good.
70?
All right,
I
yep.
threw a 60?
Yep.
Is that what you said? Okay.
70, 75. Yep.
Okay, got room. Where is it?
Final stone of the 7th end,
7. No backing.
and it's the
Let me
USA
know if it's
drawing
more.
for 3.
Right to the forefoot.
If there's one thing I'd be doing, it's keeping this stone clean.
Yep, I think so. You can't hurt it. Hard, come on. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, 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 hard.
A draw for 3,
Nice shot.
and the score now
Nice call.
8-3 in
Good job.
USA's favour.
3 yellow.
I didn't realize I was hammered. I thought we were trying to.
Good job, guys. Or did I just get full 8 foot there?
Nice shot. No, you got
3点。
3点。
まだ滑ってんだね。止まってるとこもある。今一番。伸びてる。
見る。
あ、本当？切ってくるから、エミちゃんの2投目から生きてから、ハマとか。それまではガード。
Well, we're ready to get the 8th end underway, and the scoreline 8 shots to 3 for the USA over Japan.
Jump.
And Swisshelm just throwing her first stone away. USA knowing that any stone in play is one that could be used to the Japanese team's advantage.
So Japan looking to throw the corner guards. And maybe trying to just push this one a little further towards the barrier, but just slips past.
I don't know what we're doing. I thought we were throwing through again.
Just trying things.
So Japan electing to throw these on the opposite side. So Erica Brown will ask Jessica Schultz to peel the corner guard.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Yes. Hurry. Yep. Yep. Go, Debbie. Yep. Good shot.
And
Good throw,
that one
Jess.
Nice throw, Jess.
hits the red, rolls out of play.
What? It's still
So
going.
Japan will continue to throw the opposite side. There you see the stats. Schultz out shooting Shimizu 83-72.
Yeah, it's been a much better performance today by Jessica Schultz. Although it's still a little bit down on her takeouts. Definitely seems to be where she's struggling at the moment.
So going for the stone which is in the 12 foot this time rather than the guard. Would you ever be tempted maybe just to drive the guard back into this one, Logan? Oh.
I thought you threw it right up.
I bet she wants that one right back. So maybe just taking her eye off the ball.
Yeah, a lifeline here for Japan. I think you're right, maybe, Kenny. I think it probably would run the guard in. As long as you get the guard off, it's unlikely that the opposition are going to score more than 2. By leaving the guard on, you're potentially leaving 3 in the equation. Well, 3 is certainly in the equation now after that miss by Jessica Schultz.
All 4 Japanese members into this one, swooping it over the hog line.
You know, Kenny, I think I'd still be tempted to throw a corner guard there. Put up a second corner guard and leave that one on the centre line and really pose some questions of the American skip. What one do you want to hit here? Because if you had the one in the 8 foot circle, we're going round one corner and then we're going around the other one, and then we're going around that corner again, and all of a sudden they've got 2 in behind the corner guard.
Just peel it the other way. Like that. Yeah.
Whereas bringing this redstone onto the center line, you're pushing redstones closer together and giving possibilities to make double peels to the US team.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa, clean. Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Yes!
Just misses the back of
Good
the.
shot. Nice call.
Second red. You need to catch that a little fatter. Probably a sweeping error.
あと4投
Had to curl more to get that other one. Had to curl more. Yeah, she's constant.
McCormick and Ichikawa. It's a pretty one-sided contest there. 83 plays 55 in McCormick's favour.
お手滑りや
5なら5。5なら5。5なら5。
いっちゃうのあるなら奥でいいよ
バイモ。
あおお
Maybe a stone too early to come into the rings, I think, for the Japanese. I think still an interesting predicament though for USA. Meanwhile, on sheet A, Germany and Denmark. It's the new country. 4-3 in Andrea Schopp's favour at the moment. And here's our final stone of the 8th end. Immediately down with the brushes here.
Yeah, real tight affair over on sheet 8.
Can they get it far enough here? Needs to be fully in the 4-foot. She cannot get that one down there. The sweeper is going coast to coast there. And only getting it into the 8-foot. A steal of 1, and it's a big one for Denmark. Tied game after 8 ends there. Germany 4, Denmark 4.
Yep. Whoa! Falling. Yep.
Chance for Debbie McCormick to play the slash double on this.
Yep. Whoa.
But just over curls.
Try it.
Nice throw.
Okay. Good throw.
Well, Japan with a chance to come around this corner guard again.
Good throw. So might as well try it.
Yeah, nice good. Yeah,
So they don't sound too happy with this one.
nice good. 流れてきたよ
Actually gets a pretty good spot there. Quite a nice little draw from Ichikawa.
あ滑ってそうだねめっちゃ滑る
Yeah. I mean, like you should play it. Play it with hack. Yeah.
We got half
Okay. Looks good.
of the back one yeah
So they're taking the guard with this.
Well, looks like they're playing a quiet come around. Trying to tap something through. So those reds are just in a fantastic spot at the moment. This is a tough shot that Erica Brown's taking on here.
She missed the guard by a foot, so.
Yeah, I think the sensible call would just be to play the scoreboard and peel the guard, Logan.
I think it's good. Yep.
Erica Brown trying to sneak one around the guard here. Don't just want to feather this one. Oh, does make it by. Can they remove any of these reds? Certainly can, and rolls to a really nice spot too. Erica Brown rewarded for her bravery here.
Got rather cute with the guard though.
Good job.
Yeah, if you ever just take that guard, then you're in a huge amount of trouble. Japan potentially coming around again, and all of a sudden 4 comes into play in the 8th end. Actually rolled into a killer of a spot as well. Whether it is shot or not, it really makes the scoring area a lot smaller and almost takes the corner guard out of play.
Yeah, so I think they're just going to try and push this yellow in behind the red. There we see Brown, Fujisawa. Fujisawa only 65%. Brown 86.
So maybe just trying to chip and roll here. Trying to flick this one over the top and roll to the other side of the forefoot. It's a really tricky shot. Oh, actually gets all the way to the inside. And maybe even does well enough to lie too. Super shot there by Fujisawa.
I think it's us.
Yep.
Play the same shot.
Okay.
If we play the same shot,
You're only gonna get one.
yeah. Same,
Okay.
same. I was on the center line, right?
Yep.
We're second and third.
We're second.
Yeah, and third. So, yeah, second and fourth. Right? Yeah,
So 1, 2, 3.
yeah.
So
Let's play the same shot. I'll give you.
I think they're just going to call the same
Yeah,
shot,
I can
Logan.
actually see
Maybe
it
just
this
battering
time.
weight. Shave past the guard, push the red through. Try and sit 2 shots. So Erica Brown
Clean.
with her last in the 8th end.
No! Room! Room! No!
This one looking rather heavy.
You've got it. Clean it, please. Clean it. Clean it. Nice shot.
Maybe played a little more weight than they would like, but removes the red from play and
Good job.
has a chance to force the one, maybe just a 2 here in the 8th.
I think everyone involved thinks maybe this yellow is lying second shot stone. Certainly looks like it could be creeping in that direction from the overhead. And Fujisawa may well have to go for the skinny double off the wide one. Nagoka, the Japanese coach. Well, looks like they are going to go for this double take out off the wide one. Just needs to hit maybe quarter stone on this wide yellow and redirect the shooter onto the one on the button.
Must be pretty close.
I don't think this is going to catch anything here, Kenny. Over curls. And I think it's a steal of 2 for the USA to probably complete a fantastic performance, a great evening for the USA, and a much needed victory. This will take them to 4 wins and 3 losses after draw 11, and that will tie them up with Japan as well. So a crucial victory for the USA and a final score of USA 10, Japan 3.
Highlights of USA taking on Japan. 5th end. It's Fujisawa facing 2, needing a nose hit to pick up the single, but catches the guard and slides past everything, and it would be a steal of 2 for USA. 7th end. USA already sitting 2. Erica Brown with a chance to draw the 8 foot for 3. He just cleaned this all the way down, and that one pulled up in the 4 foot, and they would lead 8-3 at that point. Into the 8th, Japan going for a real thin double for 2. Fujisawa just over curling, misses everything, and USA would take another 2. So final score 10-3 in USA's favour.
Good job, Erica. Good job. Good job, Annie. Nice game. Nice game, guys. Nice game. Good game.
Really great.
Yeah. Thanks for staying on your feet.
Yeah.
You see other games that are going on. Game between Germany and Denmark, all tied 4 each in the 9th end. Latvia trailing Scotland 8-5. And Canada and Sweden are actually all tied at 4s in the 9th. You see the leader table, Scotland and Sweden topping the pile. Japan, they dropped to 4-3. But a long way to go yet in this tournament.
Erica, well done in your win tonight. How important a win was it for your team?
It was a big one today. We had a tough one this morning and didn't execute as well as we wanted to, so this was really needed this win. We wanted to stay above 500. We got a lot of wins we need to keep earning.
What did your team do well to allow you to achieve that?
I think we got draw weight down well tonight. The ice is changing slightly, and I think we're working on it. So it's good ice, but I'm making a few adjustments. So I'm proud of the girls. They played really good tonight.
Latvia up next. Is there any additional pressure on your team when you're playing against a winless team?
You know what? Latvia got us last time I played Latvia, so we're going to take them very seriously. And you know what? We're going to play tough against everybody. So
keep up the good work.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Jared.
So, USA victorious over Japan 10-3 here at the Titlis Glacier Mountain World Women's Curling Championships. So from Logan and myself, that's it for this evening, so please join us for more action tomorrow here in the Volvo Sports Centre, Riga, Latvia.